Hi, this is my first video doing book reviews or just sharing thoughts about what I'm reading or what I think you should read. And so the first book that I just finished and wanted to talk about was Encyclopedia of the Exquisite by Jessica Kerwin Jenkins, and it's an anecdotal history of elegant delights. And I really liked this because it's just kind of an odd, I thought it was odd, topic. And it's just short entries, like an encyclopedia, of course, about things that were considered exquisite throughout history and may not be now, like confetti, which I found strange, or the word yes, or just silence. And it gives a little history or like little stories to show you why it was considered exquisite in the first place. But then there's also more kind of like strange, out there stuff that I didn't know about, like mortsuke, which is a Japanese aesthetic of arranging food. I thought that was really interesting. Or punto and aria, which is a kind of lace that was like so special and hard to hard to produce, that it was like outlawed in France or somewhere because people were spending all their money on it, and it was like the biggest import. So then they like stole people from wherever it was created first to make it there in France. Then it was their biggest export, and like just cool, interesting little like historical facts. And I also like that since it's in small sections, like an encyclopedia, you don't have to read it all in a couple sittings. It's easy to pick up and read a little bit and then put down. And I just love trivia in general, so learning all these little facts is pretty interesting and fun for me. I ended up looking a lot of stuff up online that they had talked about, like there's some building, there were a couple buildings, but now I think there's only one or two left, shaped like giant elephants. I forgot where, is it in New Jersey or somewhere? Yeah, so there's a building somewhere shaped like a giant elephant. Or, what else was it? A bunch of different people, who I actually can't remember because trivia in one ear, not the other. I find it interesting for a time and then completely forget about it. But a bunch of different people that you might want to look up later and read more about just because they're so fascinating. So yeah, in general, I just think that if you love, you know, facts and trivia and historical things that have no real importance but are just cool to learn, this is definitely a book that you should pick up. Plus it's pretty, look at it, it's red, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's shiny, which is what drew my eye in the first place, so I'd say give it a shot.